You know what you should do? You should follow me on Twitter at Brommer018. Link in the description. Do it now. Hello everyone, Brommer18 here. Thanks for joining me in another video. Today we've got something slightly different. I want to talk about ultimate difficulty on FIFA 20 career mode. Now, we're in the middle of my Milan career. If you haven't watched that series before on my channel, it's currently ongoing. Do go and check that one out because I want to use, obviously, this example in career mode. Now, EA announced recently through a patch, they released a new patch that they had tuned ultimate difficulty to make it more difficult. And so I saw that and I was very excited because, you know, I've been one of these people who felt like ultimate difficulty has suddenly... yeah, well, it's too easy. You know, it has become too easy. I've been winning most games, as you can see here. You know, I've been quite a way away throughout, you know, the entire season, and it happens in all my career modes. And I felt like it needed tuning, and I thought, you know, there's a lot of things that they could do. And after this update, so you know, I come in very excited, and then all of a sudden, I'm playing games on ultimate difficulty, and I'm thinking, oh my word, what have they done? It has just gone completely down the pan. And now I'm going to go into this game versus Roma and I'm going to show you guys examples of what is the problem. So, you know what, let's cut straight into it and then I can talk about it more then. Right, so we'll start here. We've had kickoff. Now, first things first, this was a problem anyway. But let me show you. Look, everyone just standing there. Look, everyone is literally just standing there. No movement. Where is the movement? You know, first things first, when players kick off, everyone, they'll throw men forward on both teams. Where's the movement? Where's the running? It's just, they're literally just all standing there. See, like, Calabria, we pass that off now. And then, you know, he doesn't move. Again, Van der Beek, Haaland, come on, move. Get into shape, get into space. See, it's not good enough. So we'll try and play it out from the back now. Look, we lose a ball straight away. Not quick enough to release a ball. And then it will come to Roma. Here again. So, let's try and get the ball quicker. Let's have some movement. So, it comes to Kessié. Kessié can't even get the ball quick enough away in time. Can't even get it away. And now it will come to Pellegrini. He'll send it. Garcia will score 1-0. There you go. See? First shot of the game. Near post. Donnarumma should have that covered. He somehow gets a touch and the ball away at the same time. And straight away they score. I don't even have a chance. And it all comes from the fact that Kessié can't even get the ball away quick enough because, I don't know, input lag or button delay. I don't even know. I mean, I'm using a wired controller for a start. So, you know, that's supposed to cancel the input lag. He doesn't pass the ball. All of a sudden, they get one shot, goal, straight away. Without nothing at all. No pressure at all. He gets a touch away. Donnarumma's near post, and he'll score. The shooting, it's just, they will score almost every shot. Literally, I've calculated 9 out of 10 shots are going in. 9 out of 10 shots. What is that? It's so easy for the opposition. Next thing's next. Look, Chiesa's got the ball in here. Now, where's the movement? Kessié just standing there. He'll give it off. His instructions are to get in behind. But look, he's not getting in behind. He's standing there. Come on, run. Run. And now Kessié as well. He's told to get into the box. Standing there, running. Not running. Calabria now. Go on then, Chiesa. Keep your run, keep your run, keep your run, keep your run. And now we're asking him to get something again. Look, there's no competition. What is going on? Okay, so we know we're running down the side now. Pellegrini, somehow, even with the ball, is faster. And this will come in. I bet you will win the header. I bet you. What did I say? I knew he was going to win that header every time. Because your team, my team, I've noticed, you guys let me know, but I've noticed my team, any 50-50 ball in the air, they're not winning it. I'm not winning it. We're not getting the first header. Every time. And somehow changes under... scores that header. He beats Theo Hernandez, even though Theo Hernandez is, what, 3-4 inches taller than him. Theo Hernandez doesn't even get tight to him for a start. Look at that. He's heading, even though the ball's 2 yards away from him. Look at that. What are you doing? Stick tight to him. And then changes under, somehow, scores a header from about 14 yards out in the top right corner. I don't think I've ever seen changes under head a ball. And all of a sudden, he's Olivier Giroud. It's unbelievable, you see. So now I'm already 2-0 down in 20 minutes. Forget about it. If he shoots now, he'll score. He'll score. I told you. Every time. Every time. Look at that. I literally called that again. I've called all 3 goals before it's even going to happen. Look at that. That was even worse than the first one. Near post. Barrecha, the left back. What's his finishing? 60? 50? And somehow he gets a ball. No one's picking him up because no one can mark in this team. You know, look at Tenali, Van der Beek. Even though they're told to get back and Tenali's told to man mark, no one comes in the box. They'll stay on the edge of the box. So they've got loads of free people, free runners. And then Barrecha gets a ball and scores near post. How does that sneak past Donnarumma? In fact, let's have a look at the instant replay, shall we? How does this sneak past Donnarumma? We'll get it on orbit. Look at that. How does that go past? How does that go through? And look at this, the free men. Look, he's completely free. Look, Kessier's there. Chiesa's there. Tonali's there. Van der Beek's there. But he's free. Why is he free in the box? He's the opposition left back. Come on. The marking is absolutely horrendous. Every shot will go in, as you've seen. They'll get the rub of the green and everything, all the luck. And somehow it will go to them. Right, so we're back to kick-off now. Let me show you something on my tactics. Now, both my wingers are instructed to get in behind. If we go into this here, look, get in behind, use their pace, try and penetrate the back line. Chiesa also get in behind. Frank Kessié, get into the box. So he should be bombing on forward as well, right? So you've seen that. Now let me show you how the wingers don't make the runs. In fact, none of the players make the runs. They all stand there, and none of my passes can go anywhere. I can't play it out. So we'll come out to Van der Beek. He's had to come short anyway. I mean, look at that for a pass for a start. What on earth is that? I don't know. Hopefully we win it back. So, Iñaki Williams, yeah. So, Chiesa, make the run, make the run, make the run, make the run, make the run. He's jogging, and now he's stopped. And now he's stopped. Why are you doing that? That's not part of your instructions. Kessié again. So, we'll come back to Van der Beek. And this pass won't get completed. Told you. Every time, even though I've driven it, and I've gone to Hernandez. Hernandez has started running forward for some reason, and they'll intercept everything. They will intercept absolutely everything. And they will score this, by the way. Told you. Told you. So it's 4-0 after 39 minutes. Granted, you know, I'm trying to show you guys, you know, examples. But 4-0 after 39 minutes. And not a single one of them goals should have gone in. Not a single one. It's just an absolutely... It's just a shambles. Absolutely. It's honestly... It is such an absolute up. It is untrue. First time as well, as always, because they can't take touches. He absolutely slices it for some reason. Why would you ever use your laces in the box when it's come to you first time? I don't know. You'd always side foot it, and you'd take a touch when you threw on goal as well. But somehow that goes in. So look there we go. The runners just come free. The midfielders are all standing there, and then he'll get the rebound. Did you see that? Right, we're going to go straight to the replay, and let me show you. Watch this guy. Watch this guy here come free, and the runners do not follow in. The midfield all stand there. Watch this. There we go. Yeah, there's the run. There's the run starts. Tonali, no, not paying attention at all. Chiesa there, not paying attention. God knows where. What are you doing? And look at that. The run's free. Varnier's just standing there. He doesn't block off the thing. And all of a sudden, the rebound goes straight out to him. Hernandez doesn't get goal side of changes under. And it's 5-0. It's just a complete disaster. It really is. I can't get over this. How poor it is. It is absolutely shocking. And it has just got to the point where, like, it's almost unplayable. Like, I'm wondering whether I've got to start messing with sliders or I don't know, go down to legendary. I don't know. But it's just a complete disaster. It really is. And there's more things I'd love to show you, such as my defenders can't win anything in the air. I mean, you've already kind of saw that with the second goal. But there's many things. I mean, goalkeepers just... I mean, God knows what goalkeepers are doing. I've had such a massive problem with them. Finally, I get a foul, but I've noticed some of them ain't even going through unless they're absolutely blatant, like that one. So look here. Hernandez can't even get the ball through to Williams. All my passes go astray. Almost all of my passes are going astray. Every single one. I know it's half time. I don't think I really need to show you guys anymore, to be honest. I think one half where I'm losing 5-0 is probably enough to do it. I'd love to get your feedback, by the way, guys, and let me know, you know, what you think if you're having the same problem, because I'm finding that all of them are playing like they're all of a sudden Ronaldo. It's just unbelievable. So, you know, going back to what I said at the start of the video, ultimate difficulty needed a revamp. You know, it was far too easy. But what they're doing, instead of making it more realistic, you know, making tweaks to make the game more realistic, which would have made it more difficult, instead they've just toned up everything else. They've made it so all of their shots will go in. They made it so you can't win headers, 50-50 headers. They've made it so your movement is almost non-existent, so you can't get a passing movement going. Can't get in quick interchanges, fluid movement. Made it so they'll intercept every ball. They'll read it before you've even passed it. None of your men will follow runners. None of your men will mark tightly. But on the other hand, they'll mark tightly. They're following all the runs, but your guys aren't. You know, bearing in mind, you know, this is a high-rated team. You know, still not enough. So, what are you supposed to do? It's just that I'm just bewildered now, guys. I really am, and I'd love to get your feedback because I think Ultimate Team is an absolute shambles right now. They've completely ruined it. I want to point you to something now, guys. Bear in mind, for that whole half, I had upped the shot error to 60 from 50 for the opposition, for the CPU. I'd upped it because, of course, I'd already noticed that there was this problem, and I tried to obviously deal with it in, you know, with the sliders. So I upped the shot error to 60, and it still wasn't enough. They were still scoring every single shot. So what am I supposed to do? I honestly don't know what I'm supposed to do. Now, you know, what I would like to say is I want to offer constructive criticism. Now, obviously, I've slammed this change, and I'm slamming EA in this video. But I don't want it to just be a bash EA session. I want to offer constructive criticism. Now, what I thought before this patch came out and what I thought needed to happen to Ultimate Difficulty in order to, you know, make it more difficult, to fix it and make it more realistic was, one, the marking needed to be tighter on both sides. Both sides of the ball, they needed slightly tighter marking. They also needed to follow their runs as well. So that was something that wasn't happening enough. People not following runs, people not marking tightly. That was one thing that needed to change. So that needed to be upped a bit. You know, it did need to go up a bit. Also, the run frequency. Now, we've seen it on my team. Their team have been absolutely fine. But my team in particular, the runs are non-existent. But on the old Ultimate Difficulty, it was also the same for the opposition. So, and it wasn't quite the same for me. At least I had a bit more runs, as you'll have noticed if you've watched my Milan series. So, what needed to happen was, for the opposition, their run frequency needed to be improved. They weren't making enough intelligent runs and they weren't making enough runs, so their movements would stagnate. In addition, what needed to happen was more varying styles. It was the same thing all the time in terms of the opposition's, you know, sort of tactics. It'd be almost the same thing. So you could just sort of read the opposition. You knew what was going to happen, because very rarely would you come against such a conflicting counter-attacking styles. So very rarely would I come up against a 5-4-1 who had just camped behind the ball, all of them. Or very rarely would I come up against a team like, you know, Barcelona wouldn't press as aggressively as they should, because they're, you know, really trying to establish an extreme gegen press, you know, constant pressure. But it didn't feel like that when I play teams like that. You know, or you wouldn't get teams in a mid-block pressing as soon as you got into their half. It would be either nothing at all or a little bit in general. And so that needed to change. You know, like I say, more conflicting tactical styles. And in addition, we need more variety for the opposition in the sense of the way they attacked. So, very rarely, or let me put it this way, almost all of the goals I would concede would be the opposition running down the wing. They get to the byline, and then one of the opposition midfielders would drive into the box. They'd cut it back to him, and he'd be free because my midfielders don't track their runs and don't mark, and then they'd score. And that would be the majority of goals I would concede. Rather than, you know, very rarely would there be balls whipped in. Very rarely would there be short, sharp interchanges. You know, people have played it through you and have worked the ball into the box and then scored. Or very rarely the teams, you know, say have a big striker up front and they'll go direct to him, try and play off him, work off him. Very rarely would teams, you know, hit you on the break in the sense that you've committed a lot of men forward and then they've got men out on the wings looking to exploit those spaces. There wasn't enough attacking variety, and so there was a lot of issues that could have been tweaked, and I believe needed to be changed without making it like this. You know, like this is just ridiculous. My team can't complete a pass. They won't miss a shot. They will score every shot. You know, like I can't win a header. So it's not real. It's just so unrealistic. But now it's unrealistic at the point where I'm like, you're gonna lose a lot more rather than win. You know, so it becomes even worse. It becomes even less enjoyable. And so it's just a shambles. You know, it's really poor. So I wanted to put this video out there, guys. I want to get your opinions. I don't know if it's just me. I have searched about this and a little bit, and I've seen people sort of saying, you know, it's a lot more difficult. It's a lot harder. You know, do you think it's unrealistic, etc. You know, I'd like to get your guys' opinions. So please do let me know. Either way, I've got to sort of plan what I'm going to do now in terms of this career mode, because, you know, do I try and mess with the sliders, see what I can do? Do I move it down to legendary difficulty? Because at the moment, it's just so unrealistic. They'll score every goal. They'll score every shot they have. How am I supposed to deal with that when my players can't even complete a pass or make a run? So, a lot of changes needed, and I'd love EA to see this, because I think I've put forward some constructive criticism towards the end of this video that, you know, can be done, and they just need to make tweaks, revert it back to how it was, and then make tweaks, rather than making all the players play like Ronaldo. There's no need. We don't need that. I want realism, not whatever this is. Yeah? So, you know, I just thought I'd put this out there anyway, guys. Like I say, let me know in the comment section and tell me what you think. Very interested to know. On that note, I think I'm going to finish there. You know, if you've enjoyed my little rant, please do leave a like and let me know that you've enjoyed it. Tell me what you think needs to change in the gameplay. Do you have some suggestions that you think need to be in place? And you know, to fix a gameplay, you know, let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And on that note, we are going to finish it off there. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.